Do Japanese Game Boy games cost just as much as their English counterparts, specifically Pokemon? Let's find out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to eBay, search for Pokemon Red. We're going to scroll down. So 82, 76, 70, that's oversaturated. I looked at it. It looked like it still might be real, but I'm questionable on that one. Then we have a fake one here, 25 bucks. That one's fake. See this one here, 55, most likely real. And you see, we got like a general idea of those prices. Oh, and here's this one already, and I have not really done any digging for Japanese yet. And it's coming up for $15. And I've pulled them up on price charting here. So you've got Pokemon Red in both English and Japanese. We scroll on over here. So you're looking at anywhere from $70 to $13.94 on average for the open games. And I'm going to guess these are complete in box and then sealed. And then I found another one from a seller that I do like to buy from. See, this one has a little bit of wear around the edge right here, so it's not perfect, but $5.61. This is Japan for you, and their shipping is a little bit high if you look at it like right off the bat. But the good thing about their shipping price is that whenever you buy multiple games, just like this, and I'll show you those prices as well. I think that's some other ones. I always get stuff on my cart from them. Always doing it. Because their stuff is really good priced. It's just that shipping cost. You don't want to buy just one thing from them. You want to get several things so that the shipping cost is made up for. But that shipping cost is now $22.30 with all of those games there. And it's like we can look through these as well. So gold, 10 bucks. Silver, 11 bucks. Blue, 8 bucks. Red, 560. Oh, I got another blue there. I had a, yeah, there it is. That one is 25. So crystal's a little bit more expensive. But look, here's complete in box yellow, 73. Complete in box reds. I'm guessing there's just a little bit more damage on these two here than that bottom one because it's $26, $31, and $96. And before you start to say that the games are not authentic or they're fake or whatever, which I get it, you should be wary of anything that's being shown. Be wary of me, question them, everybody. You don't want to buy something fake. But I have a GB operator right here, so that is going to be the first step that I take to show that these games are legit. So here's just a few of the games that I have gotten from that seller, Japan for you. And we're going to go ahead and check and make sure that these are all legit games. Pokemon Crystal, official cartridge. Pokemon Green, official cartridge. Double Dragon, official cartridge. Pokemon Blue, official cartridge. Pokemon Silver, official cartridge. Fire Red, official cartridge. Ruby, official cartridge. And now the next step that I'm going to take is I'm going to take the backs off of the game so we can look at the boards. Also, the backs of each of these games have the right screw in each one of them. That one has the right color and the way that the board should be shaped. Correct. Every one of these, good to go. A lot of times whenever you see the fake cartridges, the board will be about half the size of what it should be. Also, some of them are full-sized, but they are clearly different than what you're going to be looking for an official cartridge. And for Pokemon Silver, there's the front of the board. We flip it over. Here's the back of the board. So I can't get the back off of this one. I changed the battery in it like a year ago, and I'm trying to use this little thing. I don't know where my other tool is to be able to get the backs off. So I can't do it with this one right now just because I didn't leave it loose enough to be able to get. So for now, this one's going to stay that way. Pokemon Crystal, front of the board, and then back of the board. Pokemon Blue, front of the board, and back of the board. And here is Double Dragon. You notice this board's a little bit smaller. This is the only one that I would really be questioning because that's not the same size board as the rest. But everything I've pulled up is the same board. So there's the front of it and the back of it. Fire Red front, back. It doesn't have a battery because it doesn't need one to save, but it also doesn't have a built-in clock, unlike this one has a built-in clock. Ruby, front, back. So why are the Japanese games so much cheaper than the English ones? They must only work on Japanese consoles, right? Nope. Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance games, they're all region free. That's not a problem. So you can get a Japanese game, play it on your English Game Boy, or English games and play them on your Japanese Game Boy. It all works the same. And you might be thinking too, like red and green, that's the two originals. Red and green were the ones that came out before anything else in Japan. And then they started doing other ones. So you had blue that came out later in Japan. And then around that time, a little bit later, we got red and blue here in America. So the main reason why they're that much cheaper is just the language. We can't read it, we can't speak it. I believe that the United States looks at collecting different than what Japan does. So I don't think they collect as much as we do. Hence, we can get their games cheaper. And then besides the language barrier for these games, there is one other issue that I think causes the price to be different, for these specifically anyways. So if you go talk to the old man, the guy that needs his coffee in the English game, or he's essentially hungover in the Japanese games. So you go talk to him, and then you go fly down the Cinnabar Island. In the American games, you can go up and down the coast, right? And then you can get Missing No or all these other battles, that sort of thing. Well, these do not have encounters down on the coast of Cinnabar Island. I've tried it specifically on this one. You cannot do that exploit on these games. It's just not there. Now, you can still do the Mew glitch and all the other glitches, but that main one, have an easy access to getting Missing No, it's just not there. You can get Missing No in other ways, but not by Cinnabar Island.